Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today I have a special one-off what if for you. This one's going to be about Beerus, specifically what if Beerus did his job as proper god of destruction. I'm really excited to get into this, and thank you for watching. Now let's get into the what if. This all begins during Boo's rampage, specifically when he's attacking all the Kais and he takes out most of them, but one important one. The evil wizard Bibbidi would have brought Boo on a rampage and even all the way to the world of the Kais, but suddenly, Boo would stop listening to his master. Bibbidi would end up being forced to seal Boo, and Shin would take advantage of that and take down Bibbidi where he stood. A couple months would pass until Beerus, the god of destruction, would wake up and Whis would tell him about what happened to the Kais, that there's only one Supreme Kai left. Beerus would show up in the world of the Kais to confront the Supreme Kai, and Shin would explain everything that happened surrounding Boo. He would tell Beerus that he would have taken the sealed Boo all the way to a primitive planet, and that he wouldn't be trouble for anyone in the near future. Beerus would be relieved that the monster Boo wouldn't be threatening his life anymore, and he would decide to actually do something with Shin about Boo's destruction. They would make a deal that they would keep peace and balance more vigilantly throughout the universe. Beerus and Shin would do the best to increase the mortal levels in the universe, and nothing of note would happen for a while. During this period, species would grow and evolve because of this system. It wouldn't be until far later after the events of Boo and all of that until characters we know would come into play. One specific figure rises after killing his father and taking over his empire, King Cold. Beerus, being awake more, would see the effects of King Cold and would go to confront him and do his god of destruction duties. He would tell King Cold that as long as he doesn't destroy planets unnecessarily, that he can continue doing his operation. Though Beerus does warn the Emperor that if he breaks these rules that he will erase him from existence, to which King Cold will gladly agree to the terms and service. Beerus goes to tell Shin about the deal and he would agree that as long as King Cold doesn't act up, he doesn't need to be killed. Everything would be fine in the universe until King Cold would create his son Frieza and give him his empire. Beerus would make the same deal with Frieza, who would be a lot less caring about what Beerus would actually want, though he would end up agreeing to the deal anyways. Shortly after taking the reign, Frieza would want to destroy planet Vegeta and would put a request in with Beerus. Beerus would say they aren't bad enough to be destroyed and are advanced enough to where they don't need to be eliminated, ultimately denying Frieza's request, which would anger him. Beerus would then proceed to take a nap, and during that nap, Frieza would destroy the planet. Beerus would visit Shin upon awakening, which would lead to him learning about the planet's destruction and putting in a visit with Frieza. Frieza would give him the excuse of the meteor, to which Beerus wouldn't believe, and he would quickly Hakai him out of existence. Beerus would destroy the remnants of the Empire, even visiting King Cold. King Cold would say he would have no interest in taking back up his throne, and would not want to defy Beerus and get destroyed like his son. Beerus would let King Cold live, and would go on to wonder what he would do next, but then would remember a dream he had about a Super Saiyan god during his sleep. He would request information from one of Frieza's former planets, and they would give him information about the remaining Saiyans. Beerus would pay them a visit, and he would see 3 Saiyans, one of which would have looked a lot like King Vegeta, so he would guess that he would have been his son. He would also learn that Vegeta would have been the strongest of them all, so he would make a guess that he would have to be his rival in the Super Saiyan God. Vegeta would have been shocked at the Super Saiyan God legend that he wouldn't think there would be anything above the Super Saiyan. Beerus would remember the Super Saiyan legend as he was there in person, and he would say that Saiyan would have been no contest for him, and this is a completely different thing. Beerus would end up taking Vegeta back to his planet, leaving the other Saiyans behind, and put Whis in charge of his training to become his ultimate rival. Vegeta would gladly train to be the rival of Beerus, as he remembered when he would have embarrassed his father, and he would want to take revenge on him for that one day. Beerus watches him train in between his naps and his god destruction duties, and Supreme Kai Shin even visits him every once in a while to see what the Saiyan is all about. They both think he's very impressive for a mortal, but he's nowhere near Beerus' level yet. Vegeta would be determined to match Beerus, and would end up mastering Super Saiyan God, feeling a whole different level of power than before. Whis would even begin teaching Vegeta Ultra Instinct, but he wouldn't take to it, and Beerus would suggest another technique. This would be the God Destruction form, but Vegeta would come to know it as Ultra Ego. Beerus would take over his training for a few weeks, teaching Vegeta how to control this technique, and he would struggle at first. It wouldn't be until Beerus would actually start fighting for real that Vegeta would actually learn the technique and would manage to pull it off for the first time. Beerus would look at Vegeta in this form, proud of the Saiyan that he had created, and the person who would definitely now be his rival someday. Thank you for watching this What If, and I hope you enjoyed it. I combined a lot of aspects that I think a lot of people would find interesting, and I think it came out well. This is a one-shot for now, but I will see how it performs, and if it performs well enough, maybe it'll get a part 2 one day. I'm glad that any viewers could join me for this video, and I'm out.